guys.
Well, Joe Shark and Caden Cat, Joe Shark
and
Cat.
Caden Cat. And
In
Joe
which we
Shark
haven't
and
had
Cat
in a
show.
long time.
Yeah, we haven't had one of these. We are going to be watching
The Direct.
the Direct and giving
We
our
watched
opinions.
it live.
We watched it live, so this isn't our first opinion, but we're gonna be giving our secondary reactions and
also
our
20
opinions
subscribers.
too. Also 20 subscribers.
Yeah, not bad.
Beanie cheers.
Beanie Bros.
Beanie
Bros.
Beanie Bros for the 20 subs.
Beanie Bro,
Thank
Beanie
you
Bro.
guys so much. We need to let it load because my dad's wasting all the internet. Hey Joe, can
on
you?
some RPM.
Okay.
Put on your beanie. Put on your beanie right. You're not.
I'm
a rapper.
removing my beanie.
No, you're removing your beanie. That's smart.
Yeah. COVID-19 stuff. Yeah. Ugh.
Due to COVID-19, we have not been able to do
Sorry,
Direct in a while.
we have horrible internet here. Can you hotspot me?
But that would
Actually,
just...
we'll be okay.
Misdirects.
Oh.
I misdirects. I hated the Direct minis.
I kind of like them, but they didn't really do much.
Alright, when AGL Numa pops up, just know.
We're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Depression in its most obsolete form.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
One day, I'll have to British
Oh my
accent.
goodness, I cannot wait to play this new RPG, you know?
Yeah, what a great RPG.
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
it is. I don't know what RPG
It definitely isn't Xenoblade Chronicles, which is an RPG that I would definitely play. I don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd play it.
I don't-
I'd play it.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
I'm just
You
good.
might want to turn the mic off.
Yeah,
Because last time it was a bit quiet yesterday.
It was
it's
as if
good
she
to be good.
vanished off the face of all rest. Without a trace.
No,
Where
your
have you gone?
girlfriend.
I lost my girlfriend.
I'll
I
find
like
you.
I lost my
Whatever it
girlfriend.
takes.
It was sad. No, I do not have cancer. Yes, I just like wearing beanies. I wanted to.
This is where you were.
I'm just covering up all my hair.
Pyra!
Oh, I finally found
Sorry,
his girlfriend.
Rex.
Oh, that's nice.
I couldn't tell you. Because I got an invitation to join the cast.
When I saw this, we legitimately laughed.
It
out
is
loud.
still
This was
funny.
awesome.
It is. I'm sorry, Snot
this-
Rocket is here. I am having a
It
cold.
subverts expectations. Yeah, we're in the middle of the cold. Sorry for stuff up. But it subverted expectations so well.
And honestly, I think this was hilarious, and you know, they should do
More of these.
that was cringe. That should be on one of those cringe TikToks.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because that was just so cringe.
And these are season
It's like,
Yeah.
There are no
whoops.
pushovers.
yeah, this is just gonna be a long video, you know?
What can I say?
What can we say? It's just a long video, you know?
You don't have to watch all of it.
Talk
You can
about a
cut to
time
You
the
can
most
fun.
cut to
important
the parts that you like. We'll.
Let me handle this.
Oh, don't kill my friend! Don't kill my main. Ah, she killed my main.
Yeah, what's with them destroying?
Yeah, like what did Piranha Plant do to you? What did
I mean, my main is definitely Bayonetta.
you take that back?
Cutting it
Piranha
close,
Plant's the
huh?
best.
No, my main is Bayonetta. Because she's so fast and quick
I feel
paced
kinda
and I
bad
can do.
now.
And I figured out what good combos I can do with her. So I'm just starting to, you know, get in. Her and Star Fox, obviously.
I'm actually still more of the Link and Piranha Plant and Zero Suit Samus, which you're seeing right now. I hate how they show Zero Suit Samus being deleted because that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
It's like
am
not actual gameplay, but it's just.
I know, but
We're 4 minutes in and he's already angry.
but
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
but
man.
Nothing can stand our way.
I am easily gonna
Quite the
beat that.
spectacle.
Gonna beat
I
it.
am an anime fish.
And I'm not gonna pay for this
I'm
DLC
not
because I'm poor and I can only pick like 6 games a year to buy with my own cash. But
Oh, by
okay.
the way, PS5 is on the way, as I said in the announcement video.
I bet we know you guys probably don't care about the Smash announcement, so that's why we're talking this. And you guys have probably already seen this. We just want to do a reaction. And also, we can smash in it. Like, the first smash I've seen.
Sure did. Witness our power.
I thought my phone was buzzed. I'm sorry.
Shulk?
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now
There
that
we go.
you're in
Oh,
Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Oh, I'll go easy on you with my British
I
Thompson.
actually think that's kind of funny. Like, I won't go easy on you. Whew. Well, guess Smash is just that good of a reward. That's why Link's the best. Don't at me.
But it's like everyone is here, so like,
Yeah, like.
so it's not special that they're here. For me, at least. For me,
Yeah.
it's not that special.
皆さん
Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo. Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations.
Which were meh.
However, we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
Which is good.
今回はよう
I'm
やく
happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all
ダイレ
today.
クトをお届けできることを心から感謝しております。こ
We
れからも
appreciate your continued support.
お願いいたします。
You always have. We pay for your games.
Yeah.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra Mythra.
Don't
They
boo.
originally
It's actually
appeared
quite a
in
good
the
fight.
Xenoblade Chronicles
Yeah, I like
series
it. It's
as
just,
Rex's
like, not my
2-in-1
cup of tea.
ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch
How long
headlines.
is a bit longer?
Just not like 50 minutes. Fall Guys, we're gonna be playing it.
Definitely gonna be playing it. I don't think I'll have it on Switch. I think I'll probably have it on PS5 before this. But however,
I think
my
it's.
PS5
I think I'm
never
actually
arrives.
gonna get it on
hold
Switch.
on. I think you should pause it here, so that we can discuss.
I
About
think
Fall Guys.
I'm gonna get it on Switch.
I'll probably get it on Switch. However, I'll probably have it on PlayStation first.
Yeah.
If all right, so you guys know that there's a whole power and power and water crisis due to the snow. That is not very good.
So
The PlayStation has been delayed. We
Anyways,
were
let's
expecting
continue.
it by this time, actually.
yeah, it should have been
Alright.
here. Like, anyways, yeah, I think we're definitely gonna be playing it though.
Yeah, we will.
That we're good. I really like. I think this is a worthy like. Should have been there long before. You
Totally,
know,
yeah.
long before like Smash.
Stumble
the
toward
Smash,
greatness
you know,
when
it should've
Fall
been
Guys
there, like,
Ultimate
months
Knockout comes to the
before.
Nintendo
It should've
system
been there
summer
months ago,
2021.
Yeah, like this was a game that was made for Switch.
Totally, yeah.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
This is the Outer Wilds, right?
Yeah, I've heard
Venture
it's
into
good.
the
it's just-
vast reaches of space
The
to
whole
uncover
idea
the
of
secrets
Twilight
left
like
behind
I don't
by
like
an
time
ancient
things.
civilization.
I don't like time things.
You have 22 minutes. After that,
I'm serious.
the sun will
22 minutes is a
explode and the
bit
solar
long.
system will be
For me,
annihilated.
however much I love the open world genre, in which
However,
it's my type of
Everything
It's
will
like
reset,
time. I
allowing
don't
you to
really
continue
like-
exploring
I'm
while
gonna explore
retaining
my own
information
pace.
you
I
gather.
don't want to explore Terminal, as we're going to call this. Terminal? Terminal.
No, I don't want to.
By repeating these cycles,
Like,
you'll
in a
gradually
time difference.
unravel the mysteries hidden
Rather
in the
just
universe.
Play at my own pace, you know. I love Skyrim for that reason.
I love Breath
What
of the Wild
messages
for
will
that
you
reason,
discover?
actually. That is
How
why
can you
it's
prevent
my
the
favorite
sun from
game.
exploding?
That is actually what truly got me
Why is
into
the
the
solar
game.
system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches
But
on
it is
Nintendo
critically
Switch
acclaimed,
summer
so it can't be
2021.
I
that
bet.
bad.
I mean, oh, it's me.
Put your sleuthing
I
skills
do
to the
see a lot
test
of
in
Breath of
two
the Wild.
classic murder
And these
mystery
two games
games.
don't really matter. We actually were like meh if you're
Famicom
into this
Detective
genre,
Club,
you're
Yeah,
The
if
Missing
you're
Heir,
into this
and
genre,
Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who
enjoy.
Stands Behind. Two deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time.
Now,
I'm glad that they're coming to
Localized in
America for
English
the
and
first
modernized
time.
for the Nintendo Switch
Sometimes
system.
we don't actually get to
Suspense,
see that many
drama,
games
and
from
twists and
Japan
turns
here in the
await
US.
at
that
every
is
corner.
true.
I love
You'll be on the edge
that
of
we
your
get
seat
to
as
see
you dive into
games
these deep
from
narratives set
Japan
in Japan.
Now,
here
if we can
in
get
the
In
Mother
one game,
3,
you'll
if we
solve
can
a
get Mother
complex
3,
murder
that'd be
case
nice,
surrounding a
but,
wealthy family in a
I
haunted
haven't-
village while dealing with
I
amnesia.
think this would be good if you're into story, but I do not like reading
But
a
that's
lot.
not
It's
the only case to
good
crack.
for my eyes. I mean, it's probably good for my eyes. I should say. But, you know,
In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free
but
students
if we
from a
can make it,
sinister
but if they can
nightmare.
make it horror, I would totally
Interrogate
be into this.
suspects and
I
look for
played
clues
like
to
the
piece together
Jurassic
these
Park
chilling
VR game, and
conundrums.
that thing is terrifying.
Yeah,
Can you
I
figure
think
out who the
he
culprit
actually
is
did it
before
on-
it's too late?
No, I didn't. But I did it like today, and then I saw Velociraptor tail. I was like, oh no.
Uncover the deadly truth
Available
in
on May
Famicom
14th. If
Detective
you're
Club
looking
The Missing
forward
Heir
to
and
a
Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who
new
Stands
game that you
Behind.
might not have played
Coming to
before, and you
Nintendo
live in
Switch
the US,
May 14th.
available
Pre-orders
14th.
begin today
And
on
also-
Nintendo eShop.
We are not
We're not
advertisers.
advertisers, but
So if we
like,
say it's so,
The
please
new
say we
age
can
of
predict-
battles
We're good at
begins.
predicting what games are horrible and what games are not. That game actually looks really good.
yeah.
We're pretty good at it. All right.
We predicted how bad Cyberpunk was gonna be.
Oh, Caden predicted that.
I knew it was gonna flop and it was gonna be bad. This game actually looks really interesting because I think
I think it's trying to take backstory from
Dynasty Warriors and, like-
mantle off the mantle.
no, it's made by the same developers. It's a spin-off.
Turns out he's wrong. And it's a rip-off company.
Yeah, somebody just comment down. It's not made by this.
But if you're into stuff like Dynasty Warriors,
Honestly,
it sounds
I
fun.
love the Hyrule Warriors spin-off. I hate Age of
The
Calamity.
latest
and you'll probably
entry
hear
to the
this again
Samurai
in this
Warriors
video,
franchise
but
is
I
coming to
hated
Nintendo
Age of
Switch.
Calamity
Let's talk
for
about
the
Dynasty.
story.
Let's talk
Dive
about
into the
this.
But
history
this
of
game,
the
I
Sengoku
think
period
it has
as
a
the
story
series now
that will
shines the
pull at
spotlight on
heartstrings and,
Nobunaga
you know,
Oda
well,
and Mitsuhide
it's just
Akechi.
a normal feel-good story,
Character designs and visuals
and
have
I
been
like the
revamped for this
visual
installment.
style.
Oh,
Like,
Unleash high
It
octane
reminds me
moves
of-
and
no
electrifying
interrupting.
1 versus
I'm done.
1,000 battles. In
It
Samurai
does
Warriors
sound like
5,
a good story.
slashing its way
It
onto
sounds
Nintendo
really fun,
Switch,
and I
summer
would totally play a
2021.
fast-paced action game like this.
yeah.
I mean, I'm already hoping to play Spider-Man and Gotham Knights.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch. You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical
Well,
mana
this game
tree
has
seen
a
in a
really
dream.
Nice art style.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Before
Like,
discovering the world
There are a
map
few that we
is
that we
empty.
thought were important.
During your
Pause that,
travels,
not all of
you'll
them
acquire
good.
special
We'll
items
talk to you
called
about those when we
artifacts.
get there.
Place
yeah,
them on the map
but
to bring
I think,
towns,
like,
dungeons,
I think this
and other
is
lands
a very
to life.
beautiful game.
Well, it has a certain unique.
It's up
art
to you
style
on
that I
when
would
and where to
totally play
place
it for.
artifacts, as
But
well as how to
however,
advance the story.
marking it with artifacts is not my type of.
Join
like,
forces
creating my
with
own stories,
characters,
this
each
would
on
not
their
be
own
my
personal
type of-
quests.
my type of
It's
shit.
actually
Square
a
off against
turn-based
fearsome
RPG.
monsters.
I don't really like turn-based RPGs.
Or
in
take
my
a break
opinion.
from adventure
I find
and
them
rest
to be
up at
quite
home.
boring. I can hardly tolerate Pokemon.
The music
It's
has
just
been rearranged
Pokemon's
for this
shorter than
enhanced
most
version,
turn-based, and that's
and you can
why I
alternate
play
between the new
them.
arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added,
but
including the
I
ability
never
to turn
noticed
off
that. You
enemy
could actually
encounters,
listen to
as well as the
different
new
versions of the
minigame
soundtrack.
Ring Ring Land.
Nice.
Legend of Mana will launch on
And if you
Nintendo
guys
Switch
like the Mana series,
June
it's
24th.
available June 24th.
So, Caden literally says that on the screen. Though.
I know,
Doesn't sound
but-
like a guy who's putting off that. Alright.
No, I'm just
Monster Hunter Rise. Now, Caden has played a bit of the demo, and I want to play this game.
I think it's a very beautiful game.
And
I
I play
think,
the demo when we get the chance, right?
yeah, it's just I think no, because spiders.
Yes, but look, it's freaking.
But
like,
they're crawling on him. If
It's
you
like a
guys,
Sekiro.
Sekiro boss,
I'm
yeah.
gonna compare it to Sekiro, but I know people are gonna be like, why are you comparing it to Sekiro? I know that lots of
the
months.
gameplay,
But
like
the gameplay reminds me of that, alright? Or at least what I'm getting from the trailer. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I think it's gonna be a fun one. I think it's more of a fun, you know.
Oh no, no, it is. And I'm totally gonna see if I can get multi on board and be like, this game looks good. I mean, look, it's graphically impressive.
Yeah.
And it's been known to have more Nintendo consoles. So if you're
I
a
have
big
important
Nintendo
news.
gamer, I'm totally gonna play this
So
game.
it's finally
I'm gonna try it out. However, the campaign
assemble the
that I'm
villagers.
that I got from this
50 years ago,
I'm serious. Watch this on your own
village
when
was
you have
attacked by
time.
the Rampage
Alright?
and Magnum
Because
Mario.
we're a bit of a warning here. We're not going to tell you. We're going to talk over
How
this.
can we fight against that?
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
Our hunter's about
You
to
guys
face
know,
the
but
biggest
we need
challenge
to,
yet.
Yeah,
We can't lose this game!
anyways,
Pull yourselves together!
You guys want to watch Rampage Build.
Let's go,
if you guys want to watch,
Go
just
rampage
watch
somewhere else.
the
Yeah.
whole thing on your own
Listen to me
game.
now.
Yeah.
However, this game, dialogue was appreciated. However, the combat
Watch out for the
gameplay is really
apex!
something
Do
that
not let it pass!
So, I definitely think it'll
The
be fun.
Rampage.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to last?
Oh, we hit the loading. Oh, frick. I'm actually gonna go even turn up the audio, like above
Desktop
us,
audio?
the desktop audio.
Okay, turn it up.
I'm just gonna make it like right there.
If it goes, I'll check if it goes right. If it goes right, we won't.
Yeah.
Inoa, we should start preparations right away.
Yeah.
We're here to offer assistance.
Good,
We must stop
feature.
the calamity!
The calamity. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
I would totally.
And
get
there's
these
a
Joy-Cons.
Switch version, but yeah.
I would get that controller. It looks pretty nice.
That was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom. How will our heroes fare against these ferocious monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series, launching March
Well, I
26th.
know I'm not gonna fare well.
Next, please take a look at this.
Let's see what it is. I actually kind of want to play this.
The fairway
It's a
is
golf
open
simulator.
once
Shut
again.
up. But it's Mario.
Tee off on the latest installment of the
basically
Mario
Tiger
Golf
Woods with
series,
Mario.
coming to Nintendo
But then
Switch.
again, it is better than what he is.
Study the wind and terrain.
Yeah. And
Take your
also, I
time
found-
to
I
think
found Mario
things
Tennis
through.
Aces to be a really
Then
good game. I know a
swing.
lot of people don't like it, but I found the game to be kind of fun. and
Enjoy golfing with
enjoyable.
familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery.
The thing that kind of makes this ad meh for me
Use
is
features on the
because,
greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to
I mean, I
slopes,
kind of think it replicates
and a
the
scan
boring
that lets you
golf
examine a course's terrain.
voice thing. and
These
possibly
features
maybe
can help you
a-
ace your shots.
But I think
In addition to button controls,
think-
you can also use motion controls
I think
by
I'm gonna
holding a
use
Joy-Con
button controls,
controller
thank you
like a
very much.
golf club.
Yep. But I
Gently
think
swing the
with Fred-
controller
with a
to
few
have your
friends,
character
it's gonna
swing
be
in the game,
really good.
letting
it
you
will be,
easily
yeah.
enjoy the
And,
sensation
worth-
of
worth the
golfing.
price. And I might shove out $60 to
On
see
top
that.
of all that, there are several
Okay,
modes with new elements
alright.
that truly bring the heat to Mario
I
Golf,
actually
including this one, Speed Golf.
I'd always play as Go.
Here,
Yeah, I
it's
think
always
this is
your
gonna-
turn.
Speed Golf's gonna be
Everyone
really
tees
fun
off at the
too.
same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going.
It's your thing.
Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes
I'm gonna
and
play
special
this.
shots to
I'm
beat the
actually gonna play.
competition.
Alright, now that we're done
Oh,
with that,
did
you
we
wanna talk
mention
about the,
story
the
mode?
person
As a
who's
me
suing
character,
over
you'll
Joy-Con.
start out as a
We're calling it
rookie
Joy-Con
and
because
develop your
PlayStation
golfing
controls
skills
that
while
were
interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your me in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
There's Drift in the PlayStation, and the DualSense.
The latest game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo
Again,
Switch
we're gonna-
headlines.
We might do a video or two on it. That's gonna be
Check
more
out
fun.
these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Okay, let's shut up and check out these games.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative adventure. Embark on a wild ride when Tales from the Borderlands launches on Nintendo Switch,
No,
March
they
24th.
got bought up by some other company.
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade classics are coming to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943 The Battle of Midway for free, then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local co-op play is also available. Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade Stadium launches later today. Brains. As a zombie, you just can't get enough of them. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens? Aliens have invaded Earth.
Alright, so
Hold up,
here's
is
what
this
I
even
thought
the right
about
game?
Travis Touchdown.
Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
You know, and they
As the
kept,
crass,
like,
beam
making
katana wielding
kind of
assassin
bad.
Travis
I
Touchdown,
feel like it's not
you'll
gonna
need to
go
fight your way
well.
to the
I mean,
top
you
to
saw
save the
Cyberpunk
world.
went-
Hey, 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 not
This
so
game
fast.
hasn't been delayed for 8 years straight, so you know. Crap. I'm just gonna.
During your grisly mission. This city ain't no match for a dead man. Stubbs the Zombie in Rebel Without a Pulse eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
It was delayed, and that's good, but
It's Travis
they're
Touchdown
doing-
versus Assassins. Wait, aliens?
but what
Aliens
they've
have
been,
invaded
doing
Earth.
with it is like,
Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken over and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate. As the crass, beam katana wielding assassin Travis Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, 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 not so fast! To enter each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves. Study their tactics carefully to gain the upper hand in combat. With a new and improved Death Glove, you'll have access to a variety of deadly skills that can be customized and upgraded before each match.
I hated weapon
The fate of the world is at stake. So get ready to kick some, whatever aliens have that you can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No More Heroes 3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo Switch, August 27th.
What's up next?
Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
I actually like this. I actually kind of want to play this PvP game just because Super Hot was such fun. On Twitch, like there's but I did Super Hot Beyond Blade. I played it. Video out right now.
It's kill or be killed. You won't last long if you can't rely on yourself. God's judgment has nothing to do with it.
So yeah, that was definitely on one. Yeah, what do you want to play? I would play it if I tried. But I can't play it.
Uncover Heaven's mysteries in Neon White, coming to Nintendo Switch, winter 2021. The DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This
Like
is
how,
Supergirl.
like
She's
Okay, okay. Shut up, Joe. This is my territory. Get out. No, I'm kidding.
this is my
she didn't
turn.
invent one. She didn't invent the Batarangs. That was Bruce Wayne. 2, you were shot in the back in the Killing Joke. Yeah. So I don't know how you are moving. In 3, this is a children's game, and I shouldn't be questioning this. But 4, last but not least, we are not going to play this game, and we do not like
Wait.
this
All right.
as a game.
Let me get into the nitpick territory. I obviously know more about DC than you, Kate and Kat. All right. So the idiot who came up with this game, and I'm saying idiot with a big idiot. The person who came up with this game and with the ideas actually is trying to cash grab you here. Do not buy this game. If you like superheroes,
Go play Marvel Spider-Man
yes,
or
Marvel
or Gotham Knights.
Now, one of the things they're trying to do here is
It's any good. If you're from the future, please tell me.
they're obviously trying to make stuff that appeals to girls. And I'm not saying that superheroes and girls don't mix. I mean, obviously, Wonder Woman.
That was an
movie
excellent
good.
movie.
The second one was just as good. I know there was little room to theorize, but still good. But, like, we can make games that aren't straight up cash grabs for children. We need actually better games for children that aren't straight up cash grabs, and better DC games. Because DC recently has, except for the Schneider Cut, that looks freaking awesome. Accepting the Schneider Cut, DC is really good, and we need to give it some appreciation in the category for our smaller children. And doing this kind of crap to make $1 doesn't look good on DC. So it really disappoints me to see this kind of crap hit the fan. Now, if it ends up being a really good game, then I'll give it a try, but
It
I
has
don't
to
think I'm
have
gonna be that
like
surprised.
it has to have like a 10 out of 10 from IGN, you know.
Yeah, it has to be freaking good.
I just don't think it belongs on my Nintendo Switch.
It doesn't
Hashtag
belong.
not my Nintendo.
And it doesn't
kidding, I'm
doesn't
kidding.
belong on anyone's, because like we're not giving these superheroes a fair chance.
We're not giving people what they want, and I'm not saying over sexualize superheroes. I'm saying like don't give them that stupid voice and actually give them like actually give them OP powers and do a game like Arkham.
Do a game like Arkham, but for kids. Like, you could make that combat for kids. I mean, obviously, Spider-Man managed to tone down the M for mature to a T for teen with that combat in mind. Yeah. So it definitely makes a lot more sense. So if we could do that with this game, and it makes me puke because the voice acting sounds terrible. The graphics are unimpressive, to say the least, and like, you just can't do this with games. You just can't bring up. You just can't do this for small children.
We should give them just as good as we get.
Yes, exactly.
Which is why I like Nintendo. Anyways, continuing.
Super strong and has heat vision, plus super breath. And let's
Well, we
not
don't need
forget
to
Wonder
explain their
Woman,
powers.
an
Everyone who likes
Amazonian
Supergirl
warrior
knows
who
their
wields
powers.
the lasso
So quit
of
explaining
truth.
their powers on me.
Along with our
We
friends
all have
Green
the
Lantern,
powers.
Bumblebee, and Zatanna, we fight evil supervillains to
We
keep our
don't
city
actually
safe.
get a sense
But
of
we're
the
not
plot.
just about the super life.
We don't-
We also have our school lives, and trust me, there's
This is
never a
giving us
dull
hint
moment at
of the
Metropolis
plot.
High
This is
School.
just a marketing
Sometimes it'd be
scheme.
nice to get out of class and do some shopping downtown with my besties. Ooh, and maybe take some photos to share on Superstar Post while we're at it.
See, this is exactly
Hey,
what I'm
I got a
talking about.
comment already. Nice. Ooh, and I definitely want to hit up Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh, something really bad is threatening the city. No one could have seen it coming, but when Justice calls, you can count on us to answer no matter what.
So what's the evil robot doing?
We've just got to make sure no one figures out our secret identities.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power heroically soars onto Nintendo Switch June 4th.
And please don't and won't heroically crash on me.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
This is
We're gonna
be a
play
good
it.
game.
We're gonna play
This
it.
is gonna be a good game. If you like the shooter genre, this is a good game.
Me, I think being multi-engaged
play. Oh, definitely. I think we're all going to have to do it. Because this game is actually legitimate good. The last two in the series have been good shooters. I just want to enjoy a shooter game. Yeah, a fun shooter game like Fortnite. However, if EA, who now yeah, if they do stuff like loot boxes, I will see if I can do that. It's very good. It's very good. Only two. For that is. Let's go. Yeah, I love Plants vs. Zombies. I have it on my old Xbox 360. Yeah, we could totally do it. We should.
Who will join you in
Can't
your
wait to
adventure?
play this.
Hint,
This is
anyone
one of the
can.
ones we should probably-
Band together.
This is a good game on the 3DS, and I've been waiting for a Switch port. Now, one of the things about this game is actually the fact that it puts in an RPG, but but you have to bond with your friends, and which is cool. It's not like bonding to make the plot better. It's bonding so that you won't lose in the final battle and whatnot. Yeah, so it actually does a good job, and it works. It works, and it's good. And honestly, I will be doing a playthrough. And I know I said I don't like turn-based RPGs, but when Nintendo or Game Freak does it, it's normally pretty good. Yes. Cough, cough. The only bad one was Pokemon Sword and Shield. Cough, cough. They released like 6 packs of DLC for that thing. Not even joking. Yeah, they really needed. Anyways, we're gonna hit play and let people enjoy this part and be quiet.
Together on a quest to face evil and save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast Mii characters in various roles across the kingdom.
I can't wait to see what the community.
Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord.
I've actually seen somebody make Nicolas Cage, the Dark Lord, which is freaking awesome. Yeah.
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game.
Cool.
Glam up your Miis and get them
This
ready
would be
for
fun.
adventure.
This is gonna be fun.
There's also a new wig feature,
know?
letting you go
Oh, no,
wild
no,
with your
it's
Mii
gonna be like
creations and make them even more fabulous.
Make the Dark Lord.
In the world of Miitopia, relationships are key, so consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse.
I like that, which makes the game.
Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds
Never
pretty
noticed that
darn
the first time
good!
around, you know?
Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp
actually normally
Miitopia,
don't like
coming to
these
Nintendo
games
Switch
except for
May
Wii
21st.
Sports and, that looks
Pre-orders
good.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Looks fun. I wish hoping to play it.
Super Mario themed items are coming
This
to your
one
island.
I'm truly excited for. I'm gonna pay up.
Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever you'd like.
Which is cool.
You can also place 2 warp pipes.
Yes, that's gonna be so useful. Which will be definitely useful.
Then use them to travel between locations on your island.
I'm definitely gonna make my
Hey,
way.
why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah, I might make my town, like a good chunk of my town, my
A free update for the game launches February 25th.
Oh crap, I'm screwed up.
After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st. Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
Yeah, my mom won't let me get Twitter. I would have it by now. Would you following the Animal Crossing Twitter? So
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
my island life's been #pleasant.
いかがでしたか？
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well. Next, we have another game to show you.
He's a friend. Okay, I have another game. Okay. Zelda? It's not Zelda. Zelda. I thought it was Zelda at first, but then when I saw, I was like, the music gets you to think Zelda? It angered me a little bit, but no. We're enjoying it.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
Never. Aesfrost will answer for its crimes today.
Yes.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
I've heard more about
You and
tactical
no
RPG
other
ever since
must
I played
decide how we proceed.
You are a leader and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Triangle strategy. Yeah.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack.
We win.
Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
I think I would like it though.
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
I don't actually
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Aesfrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refuse to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
I hope they enjoy.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
This looks good, does it?
I don't know what it is. Oh, yes, Star Wars Hunters. Yes, we...
Alright, this is what Battlefield 2 should have been.
Battlefront.
Battlefront 2 should have been. Shouldn't have had all that bullcrap.
And it better not have microtransactions, but we will be playing it.
Yes, this will definitely be on my bucket list.
Okay, play?
Yeah.
EA, do me solid.
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
That sounds like microtransaction heaven.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, this is EA. This is the second one I wanted to...
Do I look at you or the camera?
I actually
Knockout City interviews, take one.
Well,
we all play for different reasons.
Actually, let the comment section
Korgan love
No,
battle.
I'm always
Korgan
saying
many
we care about
triple-bladed war axe,
Only,
spear of
like,
misery,
years
Hades
after
soul-devouring
Battlefront,
crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
My line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once. Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with
like
my
still
hands.
FIFA
With
and
this
like
crown,
still pulling
I'm
off
gonna
these
lead my team to
microtransactions
victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
Anthem, after Anthem, and ruining BioWare, ruining all these companies. I think you don't get to say you appreciate the gamer. You don't get to say that anymore.
Like, you obviously don't.
You're not allowed to do that.
You don't, and it shows. It shows that you make a crappy mess of a game, and that you don't appreciate your customers.
We're just the cash cows. We're just the thing that rakes in their money.
But the game looks fun.
Yes, it does. But I will not be playing it.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets.
Roger that, princess! Here! Let's find out what sound your face makes!
Also, this one just looks like little kids, so they get some hits on camera. I bet that's what it's doing.
Be the ball. Catch me.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Be the ball.
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers! Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show!
Pass to me!
The British YouTube's gonna be
What?
bad and
Interview's over. Oh, come on, man, one more game.
Hello, I'm Nick Negre.
She was like, no. We're sorry, Britain, that they stereotype British gamers.
The fight for survival starts now.
Alright.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a fight for your life, literally. Disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park, the 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet!
See?
Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled!
Yay!
The game is suddenly called off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a captivating journey across the country that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
Be the one behind the whole game of fate!
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
Like, it's not exactly, it's certainly.
Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades. Hades, the critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards, is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director, Gen Z. And let's not forget the game itself, offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th. 3 deadly action games, 1 masterful collection.
Yes, we'll play a bit of
Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge are coming to Nintendo Switch as the action-packed Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. You are the legendary ninja Ryu Hayabusa, fighting against a great evil with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included. Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2021. More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
Maybe we'll do it. That game's because it was the game. It actually plays very well. Which is what makes Breath of the Wild so good. But you hate it because it's not tragedy. It is canon.
In a different timeline.
Yeah,
like in a
I
Hyrule
know,
Warriors.
we're all so hard of tracking. We're all so tired of tracking timelines in the Zelda universe. In the Zelda community, everyone's saying, I'm not gonna pay for the expansion. I'll get the expansion.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life. As the brave knight Arthur, you'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters across challenging stages within the demon realm. Local co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his quest with one of 3 supporting characters: Barry for defense, Carrie for transportation, or Archie for bridges. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection launches February 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. 8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new Legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far?
Good.
There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct, so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
We hope you guys are also sticking with us.
Alright, so, this is not...
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Which will be the 35th anniversary edition announcement and 35th.
35th? Really?
Yeah, 35 years. And the announcement for Breath of the Wild 2 probably coming out around the same time as Mario did. Anyways, continue.
For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer. While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Alright, Skyward Sword, here we come.
Well, surprise if they people
I will play this. I'm going to play this for you guys. However, we're not.
Yes! I actually You never played the 3DS, so you can't be caught. Left 3DS.
I will play this.
Oh, look, this girl's 3DS. Brings a tear to my eye when somebody says 3DS stops the 3DS. Don't at me. It's that. It's a console. It deserves its freedom.
They all deserve freedom.
Get out.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword
Yeah, I
HD.
think they're gonna come out with a Switch
This game
version,
originally
like an actual
released
Switch,
in
which will be
2011 on the
viral.
Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
Actually doing sword and shield.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold 2 Joy-Con controllers.
I love
The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks.
I think it'll be worth it.
You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
I've actually used the bow
But
and arrow in
we've
real life.
also made it
is
possible to
so
play the
fun.
game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick.
But yeah, no.
Honestly, I like it.
Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward.
That's the it's
To swing to the right,
No, it's not.
to the left, or diagonally,
Yeah.
just tilt the stick in the
It's
respective
better
direction.
than nothing, you know? I think it gives
Here's
it
something else we've been
personality.
working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers.
I will get those.
The right Joy-Con controller is
Those will
themed
be
after the
mine.
Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself.
No voice acting.
We hope that people who played the original game on Wii, and those playing it for the first time, will enjoy discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Which sounds awesome.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th.
We're looking
I'm
forward
gonna
to it.
Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. and the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
Oh, I hate boulder sections. That's why I hate those sections. I hate.
Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
It's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah. So excited though.
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Joystick controls are gonna be really good. Okay, this is the last thing.
This is not the last thing. Yeah.
We will let you guys
this
we will let you guys have your own reaction.
Alright, pause it. Pause it.
I was so happy when I saw this because I love
Yes,
Splatoon.
I bet you guys can't guess what that is, but more character design options for Splatoon 3. I'm definitely gonna
Fish character design option.
a fish buddy. A fish buddy.
Who doesn't demand the fish buddy?
I demand this cute fish buddy. I will hug him until he pops.
It looks so ugly. I love it.
Look at this. I will hug that fish buddy till it pops. Look at that cute thing. Look, he yawns. He yawns. Look at this cute thing. Look at this. I freaking
It's
love it.
Little Buddy's turn. They named him Little Buddy. They gave him a name.
I think this is gameplay, but it's not.
It's not actually.
Look at Little Buddy. Now, Splatoon 3, I love Splatoon 2. I made 2 Yes, it was definitely a step in the right direction in Battle Royale, but no one else talks about it.
It's a battle royale. I hope they introduce a battle royale mode with this.
Or whatever, fighting. So, shooting, fighting genre. The shooting genre. The shooting genre.
I love the fish. He just looks dead there.
Yeah. Now, I hope they let you skip those stupid updates by the blah blah blah.
Yeah, I actually really hate that.
Yeah.
The multiplayer is the only reason.
Yeah, it is. That was my favorite. It was my favorite trailer of the whole video. No, this one.
I actually really don't. 2022. Anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. We hope you guys enjoyed it because there aren't any other announcements after it.
Oh, it was just gonna be.
Yeah, it was just like. This is
What
the
you've
end of
just
this
seen
video.
is the latest in
the video. Like and subscribe. Tell us whether or not you like what games you're gonna play. Tell us whether or not you're gonna play any of the games on here, and if so, tell us what games you'll play. Tell us what game announcements were your favorite game announcements.
And what
I know
were your
mine.
least favorite.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.